Okay, wait. Okay. First of all, thank you everyone for coming. Yeah, we will start as usual. We will start apa namanya our all hands meeting for today, 16th January 2024. And as usual, we will start with watching all hands introduction video. Wait. Okay, that's it. And next we will move to our next session, which is weekly inspirational speaker. Wait. So today we will have Pak Made Arnata as our inspirational speaker. So everyone, let's take a moment to warm welcome our inspirational speaker, Pak Made Arnata. Uh,
Good
okay,
morning,
so
everyone. Yeah. Hello.
Good morning, Pak Made.
okay, thank you. Yeah, that's Pak Made Arnata. So Pak Made Arnata is an owner of Nohama company. Nohama, what is a Nohama company?
Nohama is a pest control company, which we do the treatment to the customer to manage the pest in the public area for the healthy and sanitary.
Okay, wait. Sorry, my screen is freezing. Sorry, wait. Mm, Sorry, everyone. Please wait a moment. I will start this instead. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah. That's a bit about Nohama. Yeah. So as I can find on their website, Nohama services include but are not limited to pest control, rodent control, mite extermination, and bed bugs. And then next, I actually have a question for Pak Made Arnapa. So basically, this is literally come from me. Somehow I can and detailed information about yourself. So please, you can kindly share with us a bit about yourself and maybe your career journey. And also, do you have any experiences or values that you hold that ultimately led you to your current position, which is owner of the Nohama company? Pak Made, the floor is yours.
Yes. Saya pakai bahasa Inggris aja, Pak ya. Bahasa Indonesia aja, Pak ya. Biar lebih ini ya. Pertama, Nohama ini berdiri di tahun 2019. Izin-izin di waktu pandemi ini kita mulai melakukan perizinan dan akhirnya terbit di tahun 2021. Nohama ini berdiri karena kami melihat peluang di dalam kesehatan itu sangat tinggi. Karena dari COVID itu kita melihat sendiri bagaimana masyarakat begitu concern dengan kesehatan, maka tergerak kami untuk melakukan bisnis ini. Dan prioritas yang kami harapkan adalah pelayanan yang terbaik dan pelayanan kepada customer kami agar lebih baik dalam kualitas kesehatan dan kehidupannya di lingkungannya. Itu menjadi konsep kami, itu dari kami.
Okay, so your company established from 2019, Pak ya.
Ya.
Mungkin bisa sedikit cerita kali Pak tentang apa namanya perjalanan karir Bapak mungkin sebelum sebagai Nohama owner.
Oke. Sebelum Nohama ini terbentuk, saya sempat bekerja di luar, sempat merantau sebagai seorang housekeeping di kapal pesiar. Nah, perjalanan kami dari tahun 2003, saya bekerja di housekeeping di perusahaan Carnival Cruise Line. Di sana saya sebagai cabin steward, atau istilahnya di Bali, di Indonesia ini adalah romboi. Itu sampai di tahun 2018. Nah, saya melihat juga dari pengalaman-pengalaman itu, saya mendapatkan inspirasi bagaimana caranya memberikan pelayanan yang terbaik buat customer. Nah, di sana banyak sekali pelajaran yang saya dapatkan dalam bekerja di kapal pesiar. Seperti halnya memanage waktu yang diberikan oleh atasan. Di mana waktu itu saya sendiri mengerjakan kamar dengan jumlah 30 kamar dengan waktu yang terbatas. Nah, di sana saya melihat bagaimana seorang housekeeping harus benar-benar bisa memanage waktu, memanage pekerjaan, agar waktu yang diberikan yang singkat itu bisa diselesaikan tanpa adanya komplain, dan harus tamu mendapatkan pelayanan yang terbaik. Gitu. Di sanalah kita dipacu untuk memberikan hal yang lebih baik dan baik lagi. Nah, beriringnya karir itu saya dengan posisi itu sampai tahun 2018 dan berhenti dan melanjutkan kembali untuk di pest control. Itu sih dari saya singkat.
Oke, baik, terima kasih Pak. Mungkin masuk ke berikutnya ya, melanjutkan yang tadi juga. Mungkin bisa sedikit cerita mungkin Pak. Tadi kan kita di housekeeping ya, kenapa sih Pak bisa kemudian pindah menjadi buka usaha dan di ranah pest control kayak gitu Pak. Dan barangkali tips dan triknya nih, bagaimana sih kemudian membasmi hama misalnya, dan juga cara-cara khusus untuk menjaga agar properti kita supaya tidak diganggu hama kayak gitu Pak.
Oke, baik Pak. Dari pengalaman saya sebagai housekeeping, di mana di setiap kita melakukan pekerjaan itu harus benar-benar melakukan detail cleaning Pak. Artinya apa? Setiap pekerjaan itu harus kita program, harus kita schedulekan. Dari hari pertama sampai dari hari Senin sampai hari Sabtu atau hari Minggu itu semua harus tertata Pak. Artinya di setiap pekerjaan yang kita ambil itu seperti cleaning itu, bagaimana caranya menangani hama, yaitu dengan kebersihan, dengan menarik bednya, memberikan vacuum, membersihkan, terus memutar matrasnya, yang itu adalah namanya istilah rotation, matras rotasi. Adanya tiap per 3 bulan matras itu akan diputar dari atas ke bawah, terus dari samping ke kanan, dan itu jaraknya 3 bulan, terus dirotasi. Artinya di setiap rotasi itu seorang cleaner akan berkesempatan untuk membersihkan itu. Nah, itu pengaruhnya untuk hama bedbug.
Oke, baik. Jadi singkatnya perlu menjaga kebersihan lebih kurang begitu Pak ya.
Iya.
Oke. Saya kira begitu dari saya. Saya membuka kesempatan kepada teman-teman sekalian. Barangkali ada di antara teman-teman yang ingin bertanya kepada Pak Made Arnata, kami persilakan. Mungkin bisa langsung raise hand atau open mic. Oke, Kak Furkon.
Oke, ya, Kak Habib, thank you very much for the floor. Sebelumnya ini Pak Pak Made, saya rasa tadi Pak Made ingin menyampaikan lebih banyak tips ya terkait dengan tadi terakhir sampai di rotasi kasur. Nah, apalagi nih tips yang Pak Made miliki nih biar kita sama-sama belajar dan kebetulan nih nanti dari konten ini, dari ilmu-ilmu ini kita bisa buat artikel dan juga bantu mempromosikan kepada teman-teman community kami nanti. Begitu Pak.
Oke. Mungkin di sini saya akan lebih share tentang service Pak ya. Di mana untuk membuat citra perusahaan adalah itu kembali dari service sendiri. Nah, bagaimana kita sebagai karyawan benar-benar harus bisa memberikan pelayanan yang terbaik agar tamu yang kita layani itu bisa kembali. Salah satunya adalah greeting the guest. Bagaimana kita harus selalu menyapa tamu dengan ramah, senyum, dan memberikan rasa nyaman kepada mereka. Itu yang terpenting. Nah, di sini di industri di perhotelan itu sangat jarang sekali saya lihat karyawan yang memiliki pengalaman seperti itu. Artinya mereka hanya melihat sisi tamu yang punya uang atau tidak punya uang. Padahal itu akan mempengaruhi bagaimana mempengaruhi dia dalam melakukan servis. Karena dari pemikirannya dia sudah membedakan antara tamu A dan tamu B. Nah, di sini saya berharap para karyawan itu, perusahaan itu bisa memberikan training-training hospitality agar mereka lebih meningkatkan kompetensinya untuk memberikan pelayanan yang lebih. Karena ujung tombak dari perusahaan itu adalah karyawan. Dan karyawan memang harus kita bekali dengan training-training dan ya sedikit sharing-sharing pengalaman tentang bagaimana memberikan pelayanan yang terbaik. Yang kedua adalah call guest by name. Itu sangat penting sekali Pak. Karena setiap tamu yang baru datang itu harus kita harus menyebutkan namanya. Artinya jika tamu sudah disebutkan namanya, itu mereka akan lebih merasa seperti seperti sedang disambut gitu loh Pak. Disambut, sudah merasa nyaman, sudah seperti di rumahnya sendiri. Itu yang harus kita berikan ke itu. Pengalaman saya kemarin waktu saya kerja di kapal, saya punya waktu 1 hari untuk menghafal dari 150 tamu yang saya miliki di dalam satu section. Saya punya 30 kamar, saya pegang 30 kamar, bekerja dengan 2 orang. Dengan waktu 1 hari tamu check-in itu saya sekitar 150 orang, dan 150 orang itu saya harus sudah hafal dengan nama itu. Nah, bagaimana kita dipacu untuk benar-benar hafal dengan nama tamu, karena itu akan berdampak pada service yang kita berikan Pak. Gitu. Nah, di sana perusahaan akan menilai bagaimana karyawan itu, bagaimana performa karyawan itu, apakah karyawan itu sudah melakukan pekerjaannya, tugasnya dengan menyebutkan nama, banyaklah kriteria-kriterianya itu Pak. Salah satunya ya call guys by name. Nah, di sana sangat berkenan sekali Pak. Tamu-tamu akan sangat senang dengan ditanyakan namanya. Itu menurut saya Pak.
Oke Pak Made, terima kasih banyak sudah bahkan sharing pengalamannya ya Pak Made terkait bagaimana menjamu tamu dengan baik. Oke, Kak Habib, the floor is back to you.
Oke, thank you Kak Furkon dan Pak Made Arnata. Barangkali teman-teman yang lain masih ada yang mau bertanya. Oke, saya kira sudah cukup ya, teman-teman tidak ada yang ingin bertanya lagi, dan ya mungkin kita cukupkan untuk sesi weekly inspirational speaker-nya. Saya ucapkan mewakili teman-teman, terima kasih kepada Pak Made Arnata telah menyediakan waktunya hadir di sini dan berbagi cerita kepada kami.
Terima kasih Bapak-Bapak, Ibu-Ibu.
Ya. Kemudian monggo untuk Pak Made Arnata barangkali ingin tetap di sini silakan. Namun jika masih ada kegiatan lain barangkali atau mungkin ada tugas-tugas yang harus diselesaikan dan ingin leave, dipersilakan juga. Oke.
Terima kasih sebelumnya Pak, Bapak Ibu atas
Terima
kesempatan yang diberikan. Ya, izin untuk mengikuti acara selanjutnya nih. Soalnya yang ada rapat juga di KKP.
Thank you very much Pak Made.
Oke, izin lihat. Terima kasih.
Oke.
Terima kasih Pak Made.
Terima kasih Ibu-Ibu, Bapak-Bapak.
Okay, then we will continue to our next session that will be led by Kak Erika as our moderator. So, Kak Erika, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you, Habib. I would like to directly deliver the floor to Mr. Jing because he's very ready right now. So the floor is yours, sir.
Okay, thank you very much, Erica. Thank you very much, Habib, for welcoming Pak Made to speak as our inspirational speaker this week. Pak Made's work is actually very effective. He got rid of Henry. Henry was the stinky shrew that used to live in the base. And Henry is no longer here with us anymore. And the base certainly smells a lot better, as Erica will attest. And probably Mahesha and Shailin also remember the evil days when Henry was amongst us. All right, let's go ahead and begin. Good morning, everybody. How's everyone doing?
Doing good.
Good. All right. Those of you who are doing terrible, just keep on looking at the camera and giving me this like kind of frozen look, like this look, right? Like I'm looking at you, Rayhan, like this, right? Just okay. All right. Anyway, all right. I got a smile out of Rayhan, somewhat smile. Yeah. How you doing? Great. Yeah. What's up? Okay. Ghani, you've moved into a new villa. All right.
Yes.
Where did Ghani get the money for this new villa? All right. Anyhow, let's go ahead and begin. So last week we had a Navy theme. This week we have like a Mad Men vintage 50s theme. So let's go ahead and take a look at what's good. All right, I got some good news. I got some bad news. Let's start with the bad news first because bad news needs to be delivered quickly. So the bad news is we seem to have slowed down quite a lot now. So last week we dropped from 80%, which was super hub status, to 77% on our hospitality. Well, this week, instead of getting better, it's actually gotten worse. So from 77%, we're now down to 71.9%, 72%, okay? I'm raising awareness of this because this does impact, of course, our monthly goals and our semester goals. So the faster we can actually fix this, the better. I'm happy to have Kyla back. Kyla's PTO was a few weeks ago. But anyways, it's good to have her back, and I hope Kyla Marcel and the operations team will get to the root of how to fix this problem. Otherwise, this will affect the entire company. Next, the good news is that we are doing better. And this is good news from the revenue management point of view, thanks to Bella. The booking pace is picking up again after having a temporary drop. So we're back up to 100 bookings a day, which is a good indication that we are ranking fairly well. I find this impressive because whenever I take a motorbike and explore Bali, it looks really, really quiet. There's no traffic anymore, quite unlike during Christmas. So if we're getting 100 bookings a day, we're probably doing much, much better than other people who are empty. The second piece of good news. I mean, this is a little bit hard to see, but there's a red box around January of last year, January 2023, okay? And there's a green box around January 2024. Does anybody see the difference between what's in the red box and what's in the green box? Okay, just to aid your vision, in case you can't see it, this is the daily sales rate, okay? So the daily sales rate last year seems to be much less dense than the daily sales rate this year. So that means this year, we're doing better, which is an indication of growth and progress as a company. So congratulations on the revenue side. That part seems to be moving along quite well, okay? All right, that's the end of the good news, bad news. To reiterate our mission, why are we all here? We're here to inspire delight through hospitality innovations to positively transform our guest partners and employees. And I'm going to go into a little bit more detail about where the greatest challenge is. The greatest challenge, as I've talked about since the beginning of this year and for a very long time, up to this point in BV6, is this concept. This is Dunbar's number. This is one of the fundamental reasons why it is extremely challenging to get past 150 partnerships. And it's just related to the psychology of how the human mind works. It's a limitation of all our minds. It's after 150 relationships, it becomes very difficult to have meaningful relationships past that point. And I found a piece of evidence I wanted to share with everyone here. Bali Management Villas is one of our competitors. They've been on this island, and they've also competed with us direct on several deals. Those of you who are in business development probably have seen this before. They've been at 160 property partners for about 2 years now. So they grew from nothing up to 160, and they stayed there for the past 2 years. But that's kind of similar to us too, actually. We've gotten kind of stuck at that number too as well. Anyone who's been here for any number of years will have seen partners come, partners go, partners come, partners go. And I think the fundamental limitation is this particular idea. Greatest challenge is, how do you break this number? How do you get past Dunbar's number and extend it past 150 relationships? Okay. Now, the way to do that is that we need to go and get new partnerships. We need to add more available revenue into our total asset management. Okay. So we are prepared to do that with the tools that we have. And I'll tell you a few things I think that make us unique amongst property management companies in Bali. Now, anybody who's been to Bali will tell you for certain that there is a growing number of new properties here. It is a humongous real estate boom happening right now. There are villas and hotels and all kinds of things being built everywhere. Now, the question is, how much of that will we actually get to manage? Will we top out at 150, or is it possible for us to continue growing with the marketplace? Can we get to 1,500? Can we get to 150,000? I think we can. I think we can because we are fairly unique. We are very different from other property management companies. And it comes from a few things. We have a founder, me, okay, that actually has experience working in senior leadership in the most dominant OTA, which is Airbnb. No other property management company has that leadership. So that's a little bit, me pulling my own belt here, okay? But we also have a native app that runs on iOS and Android. So actually in people's handphones. All the other property management companies have dashboards, and these don't run on handphones. These run on desktop systems. So that makes us fairly unique as well. We're the only property management company in Indonesia that has a data science and engineering team, which makes us, I think, also pretty unique in our ability to actually find insights, move with the trends, and also feed AI. We have a fully remote work culture, and that's a benefit because that means we can recruit talent from anywhere in the world and integrate it into our company, which is really good, right? Other property management companies are limited by their talent pool to recruit mostly from Bali, but we can recruit and hire and retain from all over the world. And also, we're the only company that offers an AI-relevant career path in BV6. None of the other companies even ask for AI fluency or AI understanding. Most other companies are AI denial. So I think these are some of the unique things that does make working at Bukit Vista and also being part of the Bukit Vista mission different. And it will get us eventually, I think, to the kind of growth in your careers and also our company that we come to love and expect. All right, so let's talk a little bit more about what that pathway actually means. Last week, we were talking about a particular pathway here, and this pathway is a healthy cycle. How does Bukit Vista do our business? Well, the first part is property partners and trust us to manage and market their properties. More healthy property partner relationships allow us to host more happy guests. More happy guests improve our rankings. We get more potential guests that can find us and think well of us, and then we can acquire more partnerships because we have the authority to deliver 5-star reviews and revenue. So that's a healthy partnership, healthy cycle. What's an unhealthy cycle? Well, we've been through an unhealthy cycle many times during the process of BV5 and also BV4. And this is what we are trying to eliminate. This is bad. So property partners, instead of entrusting us, we're unable to maintain or prioritize the partnerships because we've exceeded the Dunbar number. We have some relationships that are healthy, but some are not very healthy. And unhealthy relationships results in lack of quality or consistent guest experience, and the ranking then drops of our company overall, and our brand starts looking tired and uninspirational. And then because we're tired and uninspirational, we're unable to commit to results since our rankings don't control, we can't control our rankings, and we cannot deliver results. So we've been trying to avoid this unhealthy cycle using strong leadership and supervision techniques. This is what you see mostly in BV5. We now select partnerships carefully to avoid asshole type owners that are just really, really difficult to work with. We spend a lot of time to be on our feet to serve our partners so that they like us, so that they maintain a healthy relationship with us. Because we're maintaining that relationship, we are able now to automate a large part of the guest experience, but it's not exceptionally unique and it's not exceptionally fundamentally very good yet. Then we work hard on revenue management, on tuning prices, creating better content, to maintain those high hospitality scores so that we can keep our booking pace and keep our ranking. And because this is a very long and difficult process, it requires business development to go on through very, very long journeys of acquiring partnerships, and eventually they're persuaded and on board. So this is a very slow cycle. What we think is going to be a super cycle with the help of the technology, the team, and our new direction in BV6 is this super process. So let me introduce you what the new process should look like in BV6. So we create product market fit for each type of owner and their needs instead of calling the owners assholes. So instead of saying, okay, this owner doesn't belong to us because they want full control of the property, why don't we create a product that lets them have full control over the property, but uses some of our services, like our guest management, our revenue management tools, or even just our property management services. Then now we spend owners that value relationships, and we leave automation in charge of working with partners that are more independent-minded. So we can spend human time, Dunbar time, with actual owners that want that personal relationship, but we can automate things and sell our services independently. The next step is now we can work our way up from the Maslow pyramid. So instead of just letting, let's say, our AI communicate with guests, we can create events, we can create special moments for guests that really give them a sense of belonging, that really give them a sense of being specially treated by Bukit Vista. And that, I think, is how we deliver exceptional guest experiences. Because we have adaptive generative marketing that fits our messaging and aligns with the quality of the experience, we will always maintain a very high fit, high guest satisfaction. And because of that, partners will find us. Partners will find us, and we won't need to spend so much time looking for new partnerships. And we'll be able to maintain and sustain those partnerships over time. All right, so that's the vision, everyone. That's what we want to do. And that is a very challenging job, and we need everybody's participation in order to make this particular goal work. Now, let's get back to the main vision statement again. I hope that makes sense, okay? So that's a demo of the most internal cycle of how our business mechanism works, and I hope that can be understood to each of you individually. So the question remains, and this is a question that each of you need to answer personally in order for the company to align. ask yourself the question how you can inspire more guests. How can we have more happy moments like this? How can we inspire also more partners? How can we have moments where partners really understand the benefit of our services, they understand the intelligence, the hard work, and the sophistication that we put into our system to ensure happier partnerships and happier guests? And also think about what we can do to create a happier work environment, because it fundamentally begins with each of you here too as well. This is the core of our business. The core of our business is to be hosts, is to be hospitable, as our friend Made actually spoke about earlier. And he understands that as the owner of a pest control company. It's a fundamental thing. It's not a very glorious business, but he understands hospitality. All right, semester goal number 4. We're aiming for a 3.3 million target, overall rating of 4.65, and a 5-star percentage of 76%. We give 5x individual bonuses if the company achieves the revenue target, and will be measured from October 1st of last year up to March 31st of this year. And we will generate this on April 5th, 2024. All right, 5x bonuses for 3 goals, 3x bonuses for 2 goals, and 2x bonuses for 1 goal. And bonuses will be calculated on the weighted average of individual bonuses. So please pay attention to your employee journals. Give feedback to your supervisors if you have anything to say about your particular performance, because that does also affect your semester bonus. Bonus caps will apply for underachievement months and carry weight on semester bonuses. So for interns from the previous batch and also this batch, we are also paying interns weighted, of course. But for 3 goals, we pay 5 million, 2 goals, 2 million, and 1 goal, 1 million. That's it. Okay. Inspiration, which is a key line in our vision statement. It's a key component of our vision. Inspired delight happens when your curiosity exceeds your fear. So be curious and go about your week with ample periods of curiosity. I'll turn this back over to Erica. Okay, Erica, over to you for the rest of the all hands.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Jim, for delivering the vision and mission statement. Today, everyone, let's work together to increase and improve the quality of our hospitality service. And related to that, let's jump into Kyla to deliver the Airbnb dashboard. Kyla, the floor is yours.
I think Furkan wants to say something.
Yeah, I think the what is it? The title has been revised on the all hands page, so it should be like hospitality and revenue target.
Okay, Furkan, noted. Kyla, please deliver the hospitality and revenue target, yeah?
Okay, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming to our hands and see you again today, everyone. So, yes, this is also a mistake you see here. It still has the logo of Airbnb dashboard. So the mistake is also on my side, I believe, for not asking the content to recreate the correct ones. All right. Before we start, this is old questions. Pretty basic. Yeah, okay, thank you, Bella. This is New Cabinet. I believe the awareness team is currently working to make sure that we can launch this property by today. It's pretty unique property in Namibia, so please look forward to it. Mr. Jing, so I think my voice echoes with yours. Can you please help mute the mic first? Okay, thank you, sir. All right, moving on, let's see first regarding the hospitality target and achievements. How are we doing for the last couple of weeks that we had, guys? Okay, to Habib, we can continue to the slides of the accuracy first. Okay, next one. This is just a reminder, and next one. Okay, let's see. How are we doing? The first one on the accuracy, this is bad news, I would say, because we have 2 weeks consistently of decrease. So if you see on the left side, there would be red color, and the right side would be red color. It means that we have 2 times of the decrease. If we have green and red, it would be like the first decrease, and if it's green and green, it would be like the double increase, basically for that. So we had 2 weeks of decrease for accuracy. Previously, we had a 0.5% decrease, and this week we have 0.3% decrease. I believe on these ones, I would like to delegate more on Mas Gani's team. because this is also correlated to the listing merchandising. If there are certain things that we did incorrectly or we failed to prioritize correctly related to the property that we have targeted for the last 2 weeks, please help me to monitor and discuss more regarding the accuracy. Next, on the check-in, also a bad news because we had a decrease. Before we continue, I would like to remind you all that previously, 2 weeks ago, we still keep our streak of 6 weeks for not having a decrease. So this is a bad news for all of us. At the moment, we are at 82.2% for the check-in. I would also like to delegate this to the awareness team because from the recent batch reviews that we have, a couple of them mentioned the unclear positioning, the need to improve the locations, improve the check-in instruction, and so on and so forth. For example, San Pedro. Maybe Mas Kenny later on can delegate his team to double check on the part. Right, moving on to the cleanliness. Fortunately, no increase, but no decrease. Also, we are stable at 74.9%. I'd like to make sure for the GM and GS, also the property manager team, please keep your eyes on this part. Let's not make any decrease for the next week. Next, we have the communications. This is one of the major turnback. We had a decrease of 0.5%. We are at 82.5%. And as evidence, correct, we have couple of properties getting suspended. Also, couple of low scores for the communication issue that later in this presentation I would like to bring up. But please focus on this one. I would like to delegate to Krishna and his team to enhance and maintain supervision that you have because couple of cases, and we also understand that there are a couple of communications issue for the last couple of weeks. Correct, Krishna? Right, moving on, we have the locations, also a decrease. So it seems like every metrics are going down this week. We have locations 0.4% decrease. This is similar to the check-in and the accuracy because we have these trends of when one metric gets 1 or 2 stars, it will also correlate it to the locations in this part. And the last one, we have value. Also on value, we have 0.7% decrease. I would like to make a note that the value itself is not only affected by the overall pricing decisions only, but this is also on the overall rating. For example, if you have bad cleanliness, bad check-in process, bad communications, the value won't be 5 stars, correct? So no matter how correct the pricing are, how good or how on track we are at deciding the pricing itself, it won't matter if you get another 2 stars on other elements. It will turn down the value. All right, last but not least, this is the overrating, also the 5 stars rating. If you see on the right top, you will see that I put, even though it's a plus, you will see that I put the red color on that. We have 0.7% decrease from last week and 0.1% for the overrating. We all need to be reminded that it's quite hard to get us into the previous positions, which were 1.8% additional, and I think around 4.68. So we had a significant for just 2 weeks of working here. So please pay attention to what I'm going to present afterwards. All right, moving on to the next slide. So why has there been such a sudden decrease? What has happened over the last week? Next what? Here are a couple of reasons that we might have. We can kindly move. The first reason, we have the symptoms of a lack of supervisions on daily guest communications or cases that has led to low overrating. The root cause on this part is the incorrect prioritizations of BBW or the incorrect allocations of the human resource, basically allocated to handle the case ops when there were emergency and or the promised AI implementations by January 1st is not being monitored correctly. For the few cases, we can move to the next one. Here are the couple of cases that I would say pretty crucial for the last week. So we have a couple of team members that let's not point out anyone here, but this is the basic case. We have a couple of team members that have significant issues with their health or their inavailability. But the thing is, failure occurs when we attempt to fix an issue on the day that it happens. It won't result in a balanced solutions anyway. We will pull anyone out from their post and it won't perform the way that we wanted. The $1 million questions here is, after experiencing it for 1 week, have we actually implemented any initiatives, any policies, or any measures to prevent experiencing it again this week? Actually, this is a question to the shift managers. So I would like to see by the end of today if we have any initiative or any recovery for this part. We cannot blame anyone who gets sick. We cannot blame anyone who decide to take their day off for sudden or emergency things, right? But we actually have to prepare the backup plans for that, and it is up to the shift managers and the upper managers. Please take notes. In this one, I would like to point out for Con and Kashelin, make sure that by the end of the day, we will have conclusions on what to do to prepare for this week, not to have this type of cases anymore. All right, this will lead to the second reason. Next one. The symptoms would be the low overall rating and few 5-star ratings, but what would be the root cause? It would be this as simple as no initiative have been taken to optimize review conversion. So we have many check-ins, that is correct. You can see that Mr. Jing has just presented. We have many bookings and many check-ins that we finally have, but we only get few reviews from that and majorly have the negative reviews. For example, on December, we have almost 600 reviews, but on January, we are basically in the middle of the month, we only get around 265 for the review received, and for the check-ins, it's only 142. Sorry for not putting on the data here, but that's the fact. So what can we do to ensure that the good guests and good properties receive guaranteed 5-star ratings? This involves the targeting, the prioritizations in engaging with guests, both online and offline. Again, on the online side, this is related to communications and ensuring flawless communications and guest experiences. Okay, the big things that I would like to point out can be seen on the reviews here. I will not read each one of them, but you might you may be able to dig deeper into it on the Data Vista. On company performance, if you scroll down, you will find the guest experience. Let me attach the link here. On the Google Meet. Wait, yep, thank you. Basically, the question for this one, have we established a backup plans of a strategy to recover from this and prevent something happening again, especially after we have Gaia available? Because for me, it doesn't really make any sense if we have the strong AI, if we have the strong team to operate that, but we still have low quality questions, low quality issues in this. I would like to point out, for example, the right side, the reviews on the right side, the top right, it would be from Villa Permana, the guest favorite actually. Before arrival, they had requested several locations on pool fans and product code and so on and so forth. I believe all of us have been aware on that certain case, and we realized that we lost the 5-star streak on that property. So please make sure that we don't have any type of miscommunications on that again. Okay, moving on to the third reason. This is the most obvious one. The symptoms would be on the suspensions and unoptimized listings with recently detected issue. The root cause in here would be that there seems to be a missing explanations or details for some particular cases or delay in executing tasks that are classified to be urgent in terms of properties accuracy and guest perspective. I would not point out anyone here, but I would like to say that there is a fact. For example, there are a couple of properties changes happening on site. For example, we detect constructions happening on 29th of December, and we expect the informations of the construction itself will be delivered to the guests by 30th of December or 31st of December. So the guests that will check in by 1st, 2nd, and so on and so forth will actually know that they're going to book a property with constructions. However, for some reasons, the task getting delayed until I believe 7 days later. that it became a valid concern. So the guests that have booked were not made aware that there was constructions in the property, and we kind of have to compensate them. We have to do basically everything, but still resulted in 3 stars review. That is worth to note. Moving on. Sorry that I took quite a long time in this part. I think this is quite important to announce. This is the properties that it need for improvements related to accuracy, check-in, and cleanliness. We can move forward for this one. I'm going to screenshot this later. And move on, next slide. Habib, thank you. Therefore, here are the strategies that we can decide to implement and make the changes or not, basically. You have the decisions for that. First, we have strategic pivot and adjustment. This is related to the shift arrangements. We need to refocus the team's effort on recovering what we have lost for the remainder of this month. While our revenue target is currently on track, we must not jeopardize our streak in achieving the hospitality targets. To ensure this, it is imperative that we allocate our team correctly and optimally. I would ask the shift managers not only deliver the rewards and punishment, but actually evaluate whether the upper managers have make the correct decisions, basically, for that part. To ensure this, and please addressing any previous issues stemming from lack of supervisions due to limited human resource or inadequate support. Second one, this is success reiterations. As you have heard from Pamade Arnata himself just a couple of minutes ago. For example, we should replicate the success strategies that we employed in October and November to maximize our review conversion rate. I would offer the programs to Krishna and his team. How can we achieve this? Basically, we have a couple of options: getting guest satisfaction and delight, maintaining flawless communications, and providing assistance, creating memorable on-site experience. And the last one, optimize our listing to reduce the bad reviews potential. Maybe like mentioning the guest name for anything, make sure that we inform the on-site to ask for reviews and so on and so forth. There are plenty of options that we can make. We just need to make the initiative for that. And the third one, this is proactive feedback management related to the third issues that we have. We must take a more proactive approach, I believe, after handling negative reviews. There is no time for admitting fault and accepting it the way it was. We need to actually do something about it and actively seek opportunities to address and overcome any challenge raised by our guest feedback. Yes, that one. So moving on. Are you planning to participate in the improvements for the remaining 15 days or not? So make sure you make your decisions now, everyone. This is not only to the guest operations, not only to partnership operations, this is for everyone involved. All right, last but not least, let's check on our revenue target achievements. At the moment, we have the current progress of $1,594,000 US from our semester target of 3,300,000. We still have 75 days, basically, or 41%, and we have 51.7% for revenue left that we need to achieve. I believe this is on track. Thank you, Bella and the revenue manager team. Please keep up the good work. And for everyone else, thank you for listening to the presentations and have a good day. Let's make it today. Thank you, Habib and Arika.
Okay, thank you so much, Kayla, for also investigating the root cause of our low rating lately. And also thank you for listing down the next actionable plan. Hopefully we can recover soon from this issue, and let's work together to achieve a better review, yeah, everyone. And next, move on into the next section, which is weekly mission inspiration. I see that there is no submission from the guest side, so let's jump into the partnership side. I believe it's from Mahesi. So Mahesi, the floor is yours.
Okay, so this is the last Thursday's roundtable talk because we didn't have any roundtable talk on Tuesday. So please open the pictures. Yeah, so this is our pictures where we invited our guests. So moving on to the next one, please, Habib. Yeah, so this is actually Jing explaining about our system to the guests of Villa Meiji. Moving to the next. Yeah, this is one of the guests. Julia is the UI UX of Firefox. And we also have the next one is Daniel coming from our legal partner, took the pictures with Wayana. So Daniel actually coming from the firm who helped our partner to pay the tax and also proceed the legal permit in Bali. So next, please, Habib. So previously we had Indonesian plus Asian cuisine. So we had gado-gado, sate lilit, but we also have pok choy with jamur and also bawang. And the main dish actually the crackers or kerupuk udang, which loved by everyone on the table. So moving next. Yeah, so this is Nadia talk with Julia since both of them have similar background, which is the UI UX. So they are talking about the day-to-day activities, the flow of the work from both companies, Firefox and also Bukit Vista. So I believe that Nadia had a lot of stories and experience shared by Julia too. And this is we are talking about the which place most favorable by us in Bali especially, and we recommend that place to the guest Julia and also Rudy on the next pictures. Yeah, this is also one of the guests from Villa Meiji. Rudy actually the back-end software engineer, and he's kind of introvert guy, so we need to ask a lot of questions that make him to talk more about himself. He actually loves to eat in warung in Bali compared to the fancy restaurant. Next. Yeah, big thanks to our chef, Pak Kolik, who made all of the dishes, and it's really delicious. So it's our new chef, actually. Next one. Also, big thanks to Kak Alma, our last bartender, our new trained by bartender, replacing Nanda. And she poured the white wine brought by Julia to Mr. Jing, I believe. So, yeah, I think that's all. Thank you for listening to the RTT explanation.
Okay, thank you so much, Mahesi, for sharing the last story of RTT. And wow, Kanandia, your picture is incredible. Okay, next, moving on to the technological innovation. So it's from Ali. Ali, the floor is yours.
Ali is part-time. He will come in the afternoon, but I will verify him. Basically, Gaya bug fixes on several cases that was reported. If there are more cases, please report it again in Gaya projects. Yeah, next one. The second one is a revenue projection update. Right, previously we can only probably upload 3 images because the previous developers used the get request as opposed to post request. This has been updated so that we can upload more than 3 to 4 photos in the revenue projection automation type. Yep.
Okay, thank you, Kofidi, for representing Ali, and thank you for the update as well for the revenue projection and also Gaia. Next, moving to Vito. Vito, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you. Let me introduce you to our newest review agent called Athena. So how this Athena works, so when we receive the review, it will create a trigger and wait for processing by Gaia. And when processing the review, the positive review without any complaint, it just give the reply suggestion without retrieving any context. For the negative review, or positive review with complaints, it will be input to SPI Coda, and Athena will retrieve the context from those negative entities from listing information. So make sure the listing information are correct, and the Airbnb messages, and give the reply suggestion based on this context. And after processing, you can reply the review, and it will be sent automatically in Airbnb. So maybe you can see the attachment there, Habib. Yep. So basically, this agent has been tested by Furcon. So yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, Vito. Yeah, I believe Furcon will be one of the user for this product. So please read it again, Furqan. And next to Abam, Abam, the floor is yours.
All right. From me, last week we released Bifigo 2.8 to Play Store and App Store. This update includes fixed newsletter text spacing and formattings. Newsletter can be copied to clipboard. Now newsletter can support multi-language. For now, it is English, Indonesian, and French. Image in newsletter cannot be clicked and zoom. So I would like to re-announce the property investment feature for the property owner account. Unfortunately, we are still having limitations that new property will have the property investment value empty. So right now, to fill the property investment data, please inform me or other engineers. That's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Abam, for the latest update of Bifigo. Next, let's jump into the company theme, target and achievements. I believe it goes back again to Kyla. So, Kyla, I hope you're prepared, even you're just back from holiday. So, we're welcoming you here to deliver the multi-theme. Kyla, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you, Rika. Maybe we can scroll. Okay, we can start from that. Thank you, Erika. This is just a reminder for the January target. On community target and achievements, we are solely focusing on the in-month achievements, right? So for revenue target, at the moment, we have achieved 85% of our OK target. At the moment, we have achieved 313,000 US dollar for the 370,000 US dollar target. For the 5-star rating percentage, unfortunately, we still struggle in at 71.9%, only 90% of it, and the overweighting 4.6 from the OK target 4.7. So what are our opportunities? Until now, we have 53% occupancy, 9% expired, 3% maintenance, and 3% owner usage. This is 1% increase from last week, leaving a potential of 32% available nights to sell. If you scroll down again for this, for anyone who would like to dig deeper, please check on your side the graphic that we have attached. If you have any questions, you can directly go to the revenue manager team or the strategy team. All right, moving on. Yes, Eric, Mas Habib, we can continue on scrolling down. Yes, please uncollapse the month average daily fill rates or the ADFR. We have achieved the minimum for the first week, failed to achieve the second week, and we're still in progress for the third week. I'm going to directly continue on the monthly strategic milestones, but I will not take too much time for this one. I just would like to announce that basically a couple of seconds ago, I just filtered the monthly strategic milestones. So for every strategies or every initiatives that is not directly contributing to the findings that I have presented minutes ago, I put them on non-reporting. Not reporting is not the same with not executing. So please, if you have the idea, you decided to continue with it in your internal team, please continue with that. We fully support you. But please mind that only on the monthly strategic milestone, we only provide the ones that is really impacting our semester target, the monthly target, and also answering the biggest concerns that this company have at the moment. So yeah, I believe Ms. Habib is a bit hard to open because the load is quite hard. But for everyone who opened the page on your side, you will see that we only have 5 initiatives at the moment, 1 for revenue management and 4 for the hospitality. For the hospital management, we put the SP, SDP, and SUP with listing merchandising. That is our main focus for the result. And for another initiative, we put that on non-report. Again, doesn't mean we cannot continue with that. Please keep on going with the initiative that your team has proposed or decide to continue as MVP. But as long as it doesn't directly have the results to be presented, we're going to put that on non-report. Okay, I believe that's all for the details. Please check on the page yourself. We're going to expect you to engage more on the strategies and the discussions. Thank you, Erika. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Kyla, for delivering it pretty fast. Please go back here to the page later, guys, to read the detail, and then let's jump into the core value recognition. Mas Habib, so you have 1 minute, guys, to deliver for the core value recognition. Let's start from the first one, from Mr. Jing to Kyla. The floor is yours, Mr. Jing.
Okay, I'm going to recognize Kyla right then and there for making a decisive decision on shrinking the MSMs. So the monthly strategic milestones just a few minutes ago, were bloated and completely confusing because there was like about 10 of them. So Kyla made a very fast decision to shrink it down so that it helps the company focus on what we need to focus on. Okay, that's good. That means you are ready to lead. And my second core value recognition goes to Ghani and Hafiz. So a few weeks ago, Hafiz removed one of the New Year's posters that we had put up, which significantly improved the location scores that we could see from hospitality metrics. So I spoke to Hafiz and said, I don't think that's such a good idea. I mean, I think that was actually bringing value to the location. So since then, he's actually come back stronger. And now there is a January to February rollout of events that are relevant. So I think that's good. Okay, that's the essence of failing fast. All right, over to Erica again.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Jing. Next, let's go into Mas Gani. Mas Gani, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you, Erica. So this is not good news, but I would like to recognize Ganesh for his transparency and admitting his mistake. So last weekend, he took a photograph of U cabin in Kintamani, but unfortunately, the disaster happened as the drone crashed right after capturing the beautiful landscape in Kintamani. So, however, we cannot save the drones, but at least we able to get the overview of the U cabin. So, this is not delightful news, but I want to recognize once again Ganesh to admit if you have a mistake, admit it that it is your cause, and then just be transparent of what happened, and then tell the details and stuff. Yeah, that's from me. Back to you, Erica.
Okay, thank you, Mas Gani. Let's make it fast, guys. Jump into Mahesi. Mahesi, the floor is yours.
Okay, I would like to recognize Ganesh because I see the improvement, the way he took the pictures from every single property. So right now, he's more focusing on to pictures the experience because we are selling the experience, not only property. So kudos to Ganesh. Thank you, Ganesh.
Okay, thank you, Maisi, and congratulations, Ganesh. I see that improvement indeed is there. And let's next into the announcement. Oh yeah, sorry, I missed one. Go to Furqan. Furqan, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you, Erica. So basically, I would like to recognize Kavita for never settling and also inspiring the life for developing the review reply automation. So I believe now everyone can do the review reply if it's very urgent to be replied. So this was the idea was initiated like in the middle of 2023. It has been long due. So thank you very much, Kavita, for now realizing it. Okay, back to you, Erica.
Okay, thank you, Furqan. And next, I think that's the last recognition, yeah. So we have announcement here, which is from Mahesi. So Mahesi, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you very much, Rika and Habib. So next Thursday would be my last day to work in Bukit Vista due to the end of contract. So I would love to thank you all, especially Mr. Jim, Wayana, Erika, and also Nanda, who is closely managed me and get me through all my process here in Bukit Vista, as well as Kayla, Furqan, Kak Shalin, and also Marsan, and all of the team involved in my journey here in Bukit Vista. But don't worry, guys. Let's stay in touch. Keep in touch. I'm more than open to share my personal story with you guys. Thank you.
Okay, that's thank you, Maisi. I hope you the best of luck in your next journey, and I think that's going to be the end of this all hands. So thank you everyone for joining this week's all hands, and you may continue your day. Have a good day.
Have a good day,
Alright.
everyone.
Thank you everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
See you
Have
guys.
a good day.
Semangat.